Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Yusuf Shakeel and you're watching CSS tutorial series. In this video, we are going to learn about link styling properties. So let's get started. Alright, so I have opened brackets and now I'll go ahead and create a new file in the project folder and I'll save this as link.html and I'll write the following HTML code. So we have the doc type HTML, opening and closing HTML tag, opening and closing head tag, and we have set the title to link. Now inside the CSS folder, let us go ahead and create a new file and save this as link.css. Now inside the head, we'll include this link.css file by writing link rel and we'll set this to style sheet and href to css/link.css. And now we'll open this in live preview. Alright, in HTML, we create links by using anchor tag. So let's say inside the body, we have a div, and inside this div, let's say we have an anchor, and let's say this anchor has an ID, sample-a1. And let's say we have set the href to https://www.dyclassroom.com. And the content of this link is dyclassroom.com. We can use most of the CSS properties like font size, color, background color, font family, etc. to style an anchor tag. So we are going to target this anchor having ID sample-a1. So inside our CSS file, we'll write hash sample-a1. And let's say we want to set the font size to 24 pixels. And let's say we want to set the color to blue. So now if you look at the output, we can see the font size of this link is set to 24 pixels and the color is set to blue. We can also use the text decoration property to decorate the anchors in our HTML page. So let's say inside our HTML file, we have another div, and inside this div, let's say we have another anchor having ID sample-a2 and href similar to the first one, and content is click here to visit dyclassroom.com. And now if we want to target this anchor having ID sample-a2, we'll write inside our CSS file hash sample-a2. And let's say we want the content of this anchor to have a font size of 26 pixels. So we'll write font-size and we'll set this to 26 pixels. And let's say we want to remove the underline, so we'll write text-decoration and we'll set this to none. And let's say we want the color of this anchor content to be, let's say, green. So we'll write color and we'll set the color property to green. And now if we look at the output, we can see the content of this anchor is in green color and it has no underline because we have set the property text decoration to none, and its font size is 26 pixels. Now there are 4 important states for any given anchor. So we have important states for an anchor. The first state is link. And if an anchor tag is not yet visited, it is in the link state. So this is for unvisited anchor. The next state is visited. And this is for visited anchor. So if we have any anchor or link in our page, and if we click on it, that means we have visited it. The next state is hover. And this is when the mouse hovers on top of the anchor. And the fourth state is active. This is when the anchor is being clicked. So if we create a link in our page, then it is in the link state. That is, we have not yet visited it. If we click on any link in our page, then we have visited it and it is in the visited state. And if we have any link in our page and we hover our mouse on top of that link, then in that case, the state of the link is hover. And the last state is the active state. This is the state when the anchor or link in our page is being clicked. That is, from the moment we click on that link till we release the click, the anchor stays in the active state. So let's say inside our HTML file, we have another div, and inside this div, let's say we have an anchor, and let's say this anchor has an ID sample-a3, and href equal to http://www.example.com/index.php. And let's say the content is example.com. So inside our CSS file, we'll write hash sample-a3. And let's say we don't want the underline for this anchor. So we'll set the text decoration property to none. Now let's say if the link is never visited, that is, if the state of the link is unvisited, then we want the color of this link to be red. So for that, we'll write hash sample-a3:link, and we'll set the color to red. So now if you look at the output, you can see the color of this link is red. That means it is not yet visited. And let's say we want to change the color of this link to blue when the state of this link is visited. So we'll write hash sample-a3:visited, and we'll set the color property to blue. So the color of this link will change to blue only when the state of this link is visited. And let's say we want to change the color of this link to green and font size to 24 pixels when the mouse is hovering on top of it. So in that case, we'll write hash sample-a3 colon hover. And we'll set the color property to green. And we'll set the font size to 24 pixels. So if we hover the mouse on top of this link, you can see the font size changes to 24 pixels and color of the link changes to green. And let's say we want to change the font size of this anchor to 50 pixels and we want to give this anchor an underline when the state of this anchor is active. That is, when the anchor is being clicked. So we'll write hash sample-a3 colon active. And we want the font size 50 pixels and we want underline. So we'll set the text decoration to underline. Now let us go ahead and check this 4 states. So at this moment, this anchor is having red color. So this means the anchor is in link state. Now if we hover the mouse on top of this link, we can see the color of this link changes to green and font size to 24 pixels. That means when we are hovering the mouse on top of this link, the anchor or the link goes into hover state. Now if we move the mouse on top of this link and if we click on this link, then the font size of this link will change to 50 pixels and we'll get an underline. This will happen only because the anchor or this link will go into active state. So if we click on this link, we'll get an underline and the font size will change to 50 pixels. So let us go ahead and click. You can see we have an underline and the font size is now 50 pixels. And as I will release the click, we will go to example.com. And now if we go back to our link.html file, we'll see that this link or this anchor is now in blue. So it is now in visited state. So we have the link state for unvisited anchor. We have the visited state for anchors that are visited. We have the hover state. This is when the mouse hovers on top of the anchor. And we have the active state. This is when the anchor is being clicked. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of this tutorial. I'll post the tutorial notes on my website dyclassroom.com. The link will be in the description. And all the code that we are writing in this tutorial series, I'll post them in my GitHub repository. You'll find all the links in the description, so feel free to check that out. And if you find this video interesting, then please give this video a like and please subscribe my channel. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like always, stay happy and keep smiling. Bye.